Hello everyone, my name's Aloubell, and judging by how my last video about Tinkerbell potentially getting cancelled attracted so much attention, I feel like this video is warranted. Firstly, thank you everyone who decided to hop aboard this crazy ride and join the Bell Tower. I'm so glad I was able to entertain, and I hope you enjoy past videos as well as the shenanigans to come. Secondly, and most importantly, in my previous video, I made some claims about Disney based off of some evidence I came across in some articles and such. The first claim was that Disney has removed Tinkerbell from meet and greets at Disney parks due to her being problematic. However, I mostly debunked that by pointing out how she still has meet and greets at Disneyland and likely some at the international parks. It's really only at Walt Disney World where she doesn't have one, but she still is part of the park in other ways. In the article I pointed out, Disney didn't 100% say why she was taken out, but her meet and greet, as well as other performances by other characters and, other staff and such, were suspended when the pandemic hit, and I guess Disney saw no real reason to bring her meet and greet back. Which is also the case for some of those other performances and such that were taken away for the same reason. Plus, like I said before, the meet and greets operate on a rotation, and Tinkerbell hasn't had any relevant media recently. No, I will not count Peter Pan and Wendy because it's an insult to her character. So it makes sense for them to feature characters who, for example, had movies out recently, such as the Emotions from Inside Out and, other things. Truth be told, I don't know who is and who isn't having meet and greets, but that seems to be the case. Okay? Okay. The other controversy I brought up was regarding a tweet and a separate quote discussing how Tinkerbell's original depiction in the first Peter Pan movie was so problematic because of her appearance and personality flaws that Disney basically intends to rework her to be more appropriate. Now, I need you all to pay super attention to the things I'm about to say because it's really, really important. In my previous videos, when discussing the specific tweet, I did say that the quote came from an alleged Disney rep. This means that there is a chance that a Disney rep did not make this tweet. We technically don't have any proof that someone who works at Disney said it, and it's weird that there is no name attached to said quote. So while I did say alleged in my previous video, I feel like I should have been so much more clear about that and mentioned the potential for error more often while expressing myself. I was just so riled up about the possibility of one of my favorite Disney characters being tampered with that I made some poor judgment calls. Is it possible that someone at Disney said this quote? Yes, absolutely. Knowing Disney, it is 100% a possibility given the way media is nowadays, and the need to overcorrect for a very small yet very vocal minority. Let me tell you another rumor I heard. I heard of talks at Disney to either take away or rework the Pirates of the Caribbean ride because a few guests felt uncomfortable by the way the animatronics looked at them. I'll provide an article for that, but this is another one of those things that could be blown out of proportion and misinterpreted. In fact, it mostly is. But like with Tinkerbell, I'd like to think Disney isn't so foolish as to change a big staple of their identity for like two people who have a problem. Again, this is 100% something Disney would do because look at what happened to Splash Mountain. This kind of thing isn't out of character for Disney, which is what makes it so convincing and so easy to believe and rage against. But in reality, from doing more research, no, Disney will not shut down the ride, and said ride has only closed down a few times recently, or maybe more than a few times, due to technical issues that left guests stuck on the ride. So it needs a repairman, not a makeover. Wait, hold on, there's an ad going on behind me. I didn't realize that. Hold on, no, I'm not sponsored. Ignore the ad, hold on. Skip. I don't know if I should keep this in the video. I'm keeping it in the video because I'm not re-recording. I am not re-recording. Anywho, but people, I implore you to think for yourself on these matters. Do your own research. Don't automatically take the word of some lady on the internet or some hearsay from social media and take it as the truth. This is why media literacy matters. Media literacy is the ability to critically analyze stories presented in the mass media and to determine their accuracy or credibility. Now, most social media influencers aren't intentionally deceptive, but sometimes we do get things wrong, or sometimes we fail to mention something. Too many people are ready to believe what their favorite influencers say, but it's so important that you look into things to see if what we're saying is factual. You guys, the audience, are not an extension of us influencers. You are your own person, your own mind, so take the things we say with a grain of salt and just be aware that there is a margin of error. One of the other quotes I brought up from the article by Patricia Battle mentions Disney execs making some other comments about Tinkerbell before Disney Plus was even launched, with them mentioning, again, that she is problematic and needs to change for modern audiences. When you think about it, since this quote was from before Disney Plus even launched, is it possible that the bland as bread Tinkerbell from Peter Pan and Wendy was the new Tink that they were talking about? Or do we think there's something else for Tink coming up on the horizon? Who's to say? I did my own research about Tinkerbell with the utmost amount of sincerity. I heard the initial news from my brother, and then again a week later from a YouTube short, and then I went to research the matter myself for the facts. I presented my findings to you all and provided my references. These findings, I think, still hold a lot of weight and may be true, but there's still a margin of error. I could have made a mistake. I'm human. If I did make a mistake and said something incorrectly, I apologize. I bring all of this up because in the comments of my last video, so many of you were ready to bring out the torches and pitchforks to go after Disney for the audacity of trying to mess with Tinkerbell. And while I love the energy, please make sure it's channeled in the right place. And also, we are a kind, happy, friendly family channel, and I don't like hatred or any of that stuff anyway. But we're allowed to be disappointed with things because, you know, there's things we love. We grew up loving Disney, and we're just disappointed by how things are turning out. Anywho, but yeah, love the energy. Please channel in the right place. Like you, I am so ready to bash on Disney for the decisions they've made over recent years. But we can't be so ready to do that we take any negative news about them and assume it to be true. I shall end this video with a test for you all. I heard that Disney will be re-releasing the original Lion King to theaters this July for its 30th anniversary. Is this a rumor or is it true? Let me know what you find in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, put the salute emoji in the comments. And remember, I'm the artistic Aloubell, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it and subscribe for more reviews, rants, and rewrites. But as for now, that's all there is. There isn't any more.